welcome back to WhatAreMovie. I am Tony. And we're back for some more Breaking Bad Season 5. Last time, they robbed a train.
Yeah, they did.
It was a very cool episode.
They shot a kid.
Yeah. Oh, someone left a comment. What was it? Because I said, oh, it's like you on the bike in GTA.
Oh.
And then we got a comment saying, yeah, but if it was Claire on the bike, she'd fall off. She'd just jump off on her reason at 90 miles per hour. And I said, yeah, instead the kid dropped off at 0 miles per hour. I was like, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just sometimes get confused with buttons.
It's fine. Anyway, what will happen now? How will they react to this? I mean, we got Jesse's initial reaction. Yeah. So, there we go.
I have no expectations for this episode, really.
Yeah, who knows what's going to happen. This is Season 5, Episode 6, Buyout. This aired on the 19th of August 2012, directed by Colin Bucksey, and written by Gennifer Hutchison. I believe we've seen both of those before, so there we go. Should we get straight into it?
Yeah, maybe they're going to buy out the dude.
Maybe. The dude?
You know, the pest dude. Can't remember his name.
Which one?
The one that shot the kid.
Oh, Todd?
Yeah, maybe they'll buy him out to keep him shut, but not in the business anymore.
I don't know.
Loose cannon like that.
Yeah, who knows. Full reactions in the description. Need your own copy to watch along. Just make sure to come back where we'll talk all about it. You might notice we've got different background. Claire probably hasn't noticed.
Oh,
she had no idea. There you go. Hopefully it doesn't screw up too much. Mario's face is slightly cut off like that. It's like looking, peeking at you. I think this music is perfect.
Is the boy's body in
there? Do you reckon? Oh my god. What must Mike be thinking?
And here comes the acid.
Of course. Ugh. Man. It's just never ending with them, isn't it?
Yeah.
What a way to start this episode as well. Just no sound. Just the music. And the visuals. Like, this show can be funny at times and, like, really cool and interesting.
And other times it's like a...
so dark. Like... my god. Wow. Bit by bit.
But this is the other problem. They have to clear up the other person's mess.
Man. Faces. It's so insane as well, from the giant high they had of like doing the heist to...
This is the price they paid.
That's a pretty goddamn high price, isn't it? Ugh. I mean, that's not even the worst bit, isn't it? Ugh.
Knew it.
Mike's face is ill.
At least they're making him do it.
I mean, they're still helping. I would be, like, if I was Jesse, I'm like, I'm out, and I'm never coming back. Like,
Jesse did go out.
Yeah. This is awful.
Sometimes I think, yeah, Jesse's actually doing pretty well clean, and then things like this happen that I'm like, he's on the edge of spiraling again.
Yeah.
Didn't tell me the stuff smells like cat piss.
I don't think small talk's the way to go right now. I don't think any talk.
Any talk regarding melting.
Yeah.
Shit happens, huh?
Nice.
Deserved. Well deserved, man. Ugh. My god, how can you just say that? Like,
yeah,
shit happens? Like, yeah, but not this.
No, this isn't shit.
It's insane.
I mean, I'm sorry, but I had to do it. It was the only way. It's not like I wanted to. He could have just gunned it. We never would have been able to catch him. I saw a threat and I took care of it the only way that I could.
A threat? The kid was waving at us.
He wasn't going anywhere. He was saying, you didn't know that. The whole point of this thing was that no one was supposed to know that we were there, right?
Yeah, this is...
People weren't ever supposed to know that anything got robbed. I'm real sorry. But did I make a mistake, Mr. White? It was him or us, and I chose us.
Messed up.
And I would do it again.
Why don't you step outside?
I just want to make sure that you know that my priority is this business. I'm motivated and I've got connections.
It's show. Show, man. I can't handle it. It's like, ugh.
Is Jesse gonna get unanimous?
Whack job! And he shot a kid. A kid that he didn't need to shoot.
What if he told someone?
Yeah, I mean, it escalates from there, but...
Just mentioned it in passing. We can't know what someone
Exactly. We can't know because Ricky Hitler there shot him. That dickhead just went ahead and made the choice for us. Is that how we do business
Is Mike
now?
gonna say
I
anything in this
understand you're
episode?
upset.
And what was
He's
that
just
crap about
beyond
his
it, I
uncle
think.
with the prison connections? It's just some bullshit intimidation move.
It's true, though. He does have some connections. Nothing to be concerned about. Just flexing. One, we fire Todd. Most likely have to pay him to keep quiet.
Oh, you love doing that.
Two, we dispose of him.
It's just never ending.
Three, keep him close. Under our control. Option 3 would be my choice.
What's your choice, Claire?
Shall we vote?
Let's just go for 2. They're in the deep
Melt
end
him.
now.
I vote 3, kid.
Sucks. I feel so bad for Jesse because, like, he's been through it already.
You're still in.
Colin, thank you.
The next time you bring a gun to a job without telling me, I will stick it up your ass sideways. You understand?
Yeah.
Didn't even think of that thing. Like, did they know he had a gun?
No. Ugh, like, how can he even just live with himself? Just, like, he's acting so normal as well.
Yeah, like it was just a passing.
Yeah.
He is a psychopath. Doesn't he remind you of the kid from Toy Story?
A little bit, Sid.
Yes, it.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I see that.
Just hanging out with his granddaughter.
He's just chilling. He's not
He
doing
is.
anything wrong.
Definitely noticed being towed.
You reckon?
Yep.
That drop could be ours.
Time to strike. Go get it.
Go see what it is.
What do you reckon?
Probably a note saying, why are you watching me?
I did actually see what it said because of the wind blew it.
Nice.
I like Gomez, I like Hank, but
Yeah.
Mike. It's great.
How do they make you guys? What'd you do?
There you
We
go.
honked our horns and yelled, "You who? What are you doing?" This guy is sleepy as hell.
One of these days, our pal Airman Trout's gonna slip up.
He looks so tired of this shit.
How's therapy? How's your guy? Peter.
It's good for an imaginary guy.
Yeah, he is.
It's kind of crazy how much these two have been through as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, she don't look good. I was going to say she looks like she's about to cry.
Let me take Holly and then we'll talk about this. Okay, alright, that's fine. And how about you just...
I need them to be safe.
Of course they are.
Just miss them so much. I just want to be with them. You need to stay.
It's insane, isn't it? It just doesn't make sense if you're on the
Yeah.
outside looking in.
Whatever I choose is wrong.
I know you think I have a big mouth sometimes,
Yeah, you do.
but if you felt like you couldn't talk to me, I don't know what I'd do. So what's this about the kids not being safe?
From Walt and me.
Like your bad parents? Not even close.
It's so awful.
There are things you just don't know that if you knew, you'd never speak to me again.
You're not gonna say it, I will. Tyler, you have to forgive yourself for Ted.
Oh, she doesn't even know that she knows.
Beating yourself up over some stupid little affair.
Walt told you.
Please don't blame him. I practically
My God.
forced him to, and I wasn't gonna say anything, but I cannot stand to watch you torture yourself like this. Ted is a really good-looking man. You're a human. How have I even thought of...
Oh my god. Like I said, just totally warps her perception of
Yeah.
Skylar entirely in the whole situation.
Doesn't
Like,
it feel good to get that off your chest?
yeah.
And Walt telling her that. At least you do.
Yeah, man. Probably makes her feel even worse. Like, 100%.
Ready to get back at it?
Got breaking news into our newsroom. We've just learned that police are now expanding their search today.
My
From Crown
God.
Point to Hospa, and Sharp was last seen riding his dirt bike into the desert. And
Jesus. If Jesse, like I said, as if he's not gone for a blood enough. More kids.
That's just the kid's parents. I know. Believe me. I've been able to sleep the past few nights just thinking about
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Jesse. Now, finally, we're self-sufficient.
Woo!
And no one to answer to except ourselves.
What about God?
Alright.
Year and a half, once we made our money, there will be plenty of time for soul searching.
But it's gonna be like, is that all you care about?
Yeah.
Run our business our way. Make sure that this never happens again. I'll finish this up.
Do you think it's really eating an output wall? Do you think he cares that much?
No.
No? Really looks like it's eating up, doesn't it? It's like, just...
Walter?
What are you doing here?
Delivering the batch. What are you doing here? Might as well get this over with.
Parked around the block.
happening.
I don't know.
What do you reckon?
The saying about being tailed?
Just since this morning, I threw 3 separate tails, all DEA, going on for a while now.
Did they follow you here?
No, I said I threw them. Never come to the headquarters of our illegal meth operations with a bunch of cops, Walter. It would be
Mike
unwise.
knows what
How
he's
can you
doing.
be so
Be unwise.
You're just telling me this now.
I've been handling it, Walter.
How can you be so
Calm
irresponsible?
down, will you please?
I can't believe that you kept this from me. You know this can't go on, right?
I know. I've already decided. I'm out.
Don't blame him. Do not blame him one bit.
Sorry to see you go, Mike. Jesse, I have to take over the distribution end of things.
Yeah, about that. Actually, Miss White, I'm out too.
Wow.
You're what?
I don't think I can do this anymore, so retiring, I guess.
That methylamine, when cooked, is worth nearly $300 million.
Jesus.
You're telling me that you're willing to walk away from that?
Again,
Walking away from them.
all about the money. Yeah.
Jesse and I'll be taking our 2/3 and we're selling like $5 million each. I'll pay off my guys in lockup out of my share. You won't have to worry about
solves
it.
that problem.
Yeah.
And then I will be going on my way.
We'll never
Jesse
see
too.
again. All on his own.
Yeah.
All on his own.
You'll be selling to my competitors.
This guy and his crew are way out in Phoenix. It's a big country. Whole lot of meth.
Ugh. His face.
On the dollar, Jesse. And that's what you're gonna sell out for.
$5 million isn't pennies.
No, that's
No.
true.
More money than I've ever seen. Are we in the meth business or the money business?
Exactly. Just too focused on that
Yeah.
dollar. Like, driving. It's always been like that for him, though. Like, driving himself mad with it. Well, buyout.
Relax,
Again,
Yeah.
there's no one there.
It's been a roller coaster already.
has.
Like, their little business ain't been going
Yeah.
that long.
There's 1 gallon
Might be
as
shot a lot.
discussed. If you're satisfied, I can get the other 665.
This is such a good shot.
That one's free. 15,000 per. 9,975,000. Although I would prefer you round it up to 10.
I gotta tell you, this is worth it just to get that blue stuff of yours off the market.
About that.
666, that seems like an odd number. 2/3 of an even 1,000, though. When I look at it that way, it starts to make sense to me.
He knows what's
That's
up.
not all the methylamine, is it? Do you have a partner you haven't mentioned?
Wouldn't be a problem for you.
You see, that doesn't work for me.
I don't know what to tell you.
I want you to tell me that Fring's Blue will be off the street. Here's a new deal for the full 1,000 gallons. Not a drop less.
Well,
It's not mine to sell, Declan.
No deal, Mike.
he's like holding him hostage now, isn't he? Like, everyone's walking away.
Why don't you just walk away $5 million? Like, you sorted.
Yeah, but like, are we in the meth business or the money business?
Yeah.
He cares too much.
Why don't you come over here? Yes, seriously.
Has he ever been there?
He held a gun to his head in this very house, Claire.
Oh, did he? Yeah, he did.
She's not here. Nobody's here.
He had a shower when he was covered in blue.
Mike's connection won't buy mine and Mike's shares. He wants the entire 1,000 gallons.
Absolutely not.
When you started
He
this
wanted
thing, did you ever dream of having $5 million? I know for a fact all you needed was $737,000. You worked it all out, like, mathematically. Look, if selling the meth with me now means that no one else ever gets killed, then I vote for that, man. We would be out. You could spend time with your family. Isn't this what you've been working for?
I have not been working this hard just to sell out. I will not throw it away for nothing.
Not nothing though. That's the.
I don't know how else to say it. $5 million is nothing.
It's insane. This man.
Have you heard of a company called Gray Matter? I co-founded it. We all knew the potential. Something happened between the three of us. I sold my share. I took a buyout, $5,000. Care to guess what that company is worth now?
Millions?
Billions. 2.16 billion as of last Friday.
Damn.
I sold my kid's birthright for a few months' rent.
This isn't the same thing.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah, I don't think we can see Flynn
Jesse,
in
you
the
asked
meth.
me if I was in the meth business or the money business. I'm in the empire business.
He is delusional.
He's in the pride business, isn't he? You know, the ego business.
Mr. White, is a meth empire really something to be that proud
of? I'm leaving now.
Skylar, you remember Jess?
Mr. White, good to see you. You have a lovely home. I was just...
Why don't you stay for dinner?
Nah.
It'll be fun.
Oh, God.
It's okay with us, isn't it, Skylar?
Yeah.
No, thank you. I mean, why not at this point?
Yeah.
So much going on. Did you
Very
ever
awkward.
think they'd have dinner together? No.
So how are you since the divorce?
These are rare green beans, Mrs. White.
They are from the deli.
Oh, well,
They're really good.
you work on your shopping because these are choice.
Face.
I eat a lot of frozen stuff. Pretty bad.
He's really good at small
So
talk.
awesome. You know, it's like, hell yeah, I'm stoked for this lasagna, and then you nuke it, and the cheese gets all scabby on top. It's like you're eating a scab. Seriously,
Oh my
what's that about?
God.
It's like,
Tough audience.
Slightly.
yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
The car wash, Mr. White said it's going really well. You're a great manager.
What else did he tell you about me?
Oh, I hate this so much.
It's good stuff. We don't really talk that much about personal things.
Did you also tell him about my affair?
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
I'm sure that was wide.
His face. Oh my God.
May I be excused?
She is done with this shit.
Yep. Oh, it's not the time.
Oh my God.
You know, my kids are gone.
Thank God.
Made me kick my own kids out of the house. She told me that she was counting the days until my cancer came back.
Can we stop adding to the, like, just
The awkwardness.
cringe and awkwardness? Like, ugh.
This business is all I have left now. It's all I have. And you want to take it away from me.
My God. This
He
man.
always makes it all about him.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally, yeah, always been that way. It's his ego and his pride, like I said.
What is he doing?
I thought you might try something stupid.
Trying to steal it all.
Mike,
Don't bother. Come join me in the office.
Mike's two steps ahead of you.
It's not a request.
Oh.
Might as well get
Business.
comfortable. This deal's going down.
forcing it.
tomorrow. It's happening. You and I are going to spend the rest of the night together in this office, like it's my birthday.
Ah.
Deal is done.
Happy
You get
birthday.
your money.
let me cook it. I'll double your 5 and you still walk. I have never seen anybody work so hard not to get 5 million.
It's insane.
Listen to me. The last thing I need to do is listen to you.
This whole business relationship has been rocky from the beginning.
It
It's
has.
like, no good.
I've got something I need to attend to. For some reason, I don't trust you alone with the methylamine.
I wonder why.
I'm gonna have to restrain you. Comes out to the side.
It's insane how in control he feels like
Yeah.
he's been this whole time, and he's just, yeah. It's crazy how quickly the tides are turned. Just one little thing happened, and they're all like, yeah, we're done.
What happens if the
What a
radiator
pickle.
turns on? Shall I find a way to escape?
What? How would he?
By smashing the coffee pot to
Hmm?
then get glass and then...
Do you reckon? Is that a bit far away?
What is he doing? Now it's not so far. Oh, maybe it is. Can't you like thread it through and then it... I feel like I've seen something called...
Maybe? Don't ever leave a scientist alone in a room. This music's so good as well. Oh my god.
Does that even work?
I mean, why wouldn't it? There's electrical current going through.
Guess.
Jesus.
We're here to discuss your illegal harassment.
So,
We all know you've been following my client day and night. You guys quivering
I mean,
in
it's
the
true.
bushes, and well, it's disturbing. It's taken a toll on his mental and physical well-being.
Mine looks fine to me.
It's only show on the inside.
Aw. Oh, Mike.
Now, amounts to stalking, which is illegal. I don't know what it is you find so interesting about my client. Sadly, he's just not that into you.
I love
I
Saul.
have
He's so
filed
good.
a temporary restraining order against the DEA on behalf
Damn.
of Mr. Ehrmantraut.
That's cool.
Police harassment of a senior citizen. Sorry. Should have ex parte within the hour.
Hell yeah. Saul's God. Although, things aren't so great.
you get a restraining order against the police?
Why not, I guess?
We back him off. TR won't stand up and Goodman knows it.
That was a hell of a gamble.
Worked.
Not for long.
How much time I got?
Maybe 24 hours.
It's enough.
Whatever you got planned, you best pull the ripcord while you still have a chance.
Get out. Oh, God.
Just like that.
Where is it? Get out of my way, you sit down.
Got an
Gotta
idea.
count to 3.
You get your $5 million, we both do it. Just hear him out.
Is that true, Walter?
His face. Oh, God. Sake.
Everybody wins.
Oh my God. Mike is just so done. I bet he wishes he'd pulled the trigger before they even got into this.
Probably.
Ugh. So that was Buyout, episode 6.
So,
What did you think of that one?
Kind of along the right lines.
In what way?
My thing of buying out, that they were trying to get rid of him and try and buy him out.
Yeah.
Which they did mention, but then it was more them buying out.
Yes.
So they're along the right lines, that's what I mean. I obviously didn't get it.
They wanted to go out, yeah. Did you enjoy it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very, it's like we've said many times, like last time we had the big train heist thing.
Yeah.
This one is more like dealing with the aftermath.
Oh, the beginning scene.
Yeah. It's insane. It's
That is dealing with the aftermath.
This whole episode was awkward, cringy, just dark and horrible and just horrible, man. But yeah, it started.
I do feel like they've come so far as well.
Okay.
Like, in the element of, I think of like the first, was it Crazy 8 and
Yep.
that disposing of those bodies was absolute chaos.
Yeah, that took them days, and then they were both like arguing against it, and then they were both
went
didn't want to
wrong,
do it.
and then- yeah.
And even like Walt was very apologetic when he did it to Crazy 8, and then it's just gone. Like, I mean, he's killed so many people like now.
Today, when they're dealing with the aftermath of someone dying, and it just looks so...
It's routine, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they just get it done, and there's no chaos.
I say
from
that
the
though.
first
You
time.
say that though, but there's definitely like 2 of the 4 people are definitely very affected.
Yeah, but they just do it like it's...
Like Todd just, he's insane.
Todd is a psychopath.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell. We'll get into that. And Walt, we see Walt doesn't... So Todd does a little smirk at the end when we see him, and then Walt is just whistling away like nothing. Whereas it's really affecting Jesse, and Mike is not happy at all. He is done, and yeah. Because like the comparison, Walt wants to stick with this. Todd wants to be in the business. He wants to stay in it. Mike and Jesse are like, I cannot do this.
Yeah, it's like it's gone too far
It
at
is,
this point.
yeah. But we start off with a truck pulling up to Vamanos.
Yeah.
With
the
filled with
equipment.
dirt, and
Have they got the motor
equipment
and stuff?
and they just pull it all out.
Is the body in there?
Yeah, they pull the bike out,
Then
take
they
it
start
apart piece by
dismantling it,
piece.
putting it in drums.
It's insane. Yeah, it's crazy. It's very
Pouring
like
the lovely acid on it that we know so well.
yeah, they're being very thorough, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
And then the kid's hand. Yeah, and Mike's face, like I said, just says it all. Ugh, it's awful.
I feel
it's
like
so
there was a implyment, if that's even a word, that Jesse
an implication.
didn't... No, like it was. I felt like from the scene, it was implied that Jesse wasn't around for the kid.
An implication, yeah,
Isn't it
yeah.
so?
Yeah.
Ah.
Right? Maybe? Sorry, it was implied that Jesse
Wasn't around for when the kid, because when they were
Yes.
unraveling the kid, you saw Mike, you saw Walt, you saw Todd.
and then it cut to Jesse outside smoking.
Jesse outside, yeah.
Yeah. And then Todd walks up and you can see Jesse's face. It's just like, I do not want to deal with this
No.
guy.
I
And
was
then-
expecting him to ask for a light and Jesse to just be like, "Are you kidding me?"
Todd just makes awkward small talk like, oh, you
Yeah.
didn't tell me it smells like cat piss. And,
Yeah, and you can
and then
see
just
Jesse,
silence.
And he's like, shit happens.
And rightfully so, Jesse punches him in his
Yeah,
bloody face.
So deserved.
Yeah. Ugh, and then titles, yeah.
We get the scene of them in the office.
Yeah, so they're discussing it all, and
Yeah.
well, basically Todd's
Todd-
doing most of the talking.
Yeah, he's like, I had no other option. We said nobody could see us there.
I thought on my feet, I had to do something quick because he was on a
Yeah.
bike. He could have just gunned it and left, and then
Yeah.
told someone. And
The
I was
what if
I was
was
thinking
there.
of the business. I was protecting it. Like the kid could have told someone, and then Jesse's like, the kid was waving at us. He was saying
He said
hello.
hello.
He didn't know what he just saw. Who knows? We could
Yeah.
have talked about this. Like, and he's
It's
like, well, it's not like I wanted to kill the kid, but I did what I had to protect the business. It's like,
Yeah.
it's just insane. Like it's like the whole show's kind of been like, this is the justification of
Yeah.
awful, terrible things.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, Skylar pointed this out like an episode or two ago. Like, I think it was 2. However, like, you want to justify killing and that, it's not. I don't want them living in a house where that's acceptable. Like, yeah, it's insane. And like, it's crazy how, from Walt's perspective as well, like, well, all of them, I guess, like, it went from they were very angry. Well, Jesse particularly was very angry at Gus for even using kids in the business, and then it went on to him nearly like killing those guys because they got rid of the kid, and that's kind of when Walt evolved as well, like him running those guys over and telling Jesse to run, just killing cold-blooded. Like, well, not cold-blooded, but yeah, he's Heisenberg. He just doesn't care now. To getting to the point of Walt poisoning a child.
Yeah.
And now okay with a child being dead because it protects the business.
But Walt asks for Todd to go outside where they all chat.
No. Yeah.
Because that's when Todd says about that his cousin in prison has got leads.
He's got his uncle has connections with people in prison. You know, I'm really seriously.
Yeah, I want to be part of this.
And just like, what the hell was that all about? What was he talking about? That there's like some sort of intimidation tactic or something. And Mike
says it did come up in his background, but it's nothing to worry about, and it's still nothing to worry
he's
about.
just like bigging himself up, flexing. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But Walt's kind of justifying it as well.
So
And Jesse's
got
not
options.
too good. Can't remember them. Option one is I can't even remember what the three options were.
Option one is that we fire him and we pay him out.
Pay him off, and that adds to another expense.
Number two
is kill him.
Dispose of him.
Yep. And then number three
is he goes.
He
back
stays
to
on
tent.
payroll, tenting, doing that. We keep him close, keep him under control. Which is again funny, him saying control when it's kind of wow. You say that. I mean, he seemed a bit more in control towards the end of this episode, but Mike and Walt both vote for option three, which
Jesse's
not too happy about.
Jesse's never going to be happy.
So Mike goes and tells Todd.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, you're making the right decision." Shoves him up against the locker or whatever.
Bring a gun
without telling me, I'll shove it up your ass sideways. You understand? Mike's so intimidating, despite
being a senior citizen.
Despite being a senior citizen, yeah, exactly. Todd rushes out, and he's got the tarantula in the thing, and he does a little smirk.
Yeah, he does.
It's creepy.
Very creepy.
Reminds me a lot of Walt as well, in a way. Yeah. We got to a guy, but Gomez and a guy watching. The EA are watching Mike, who's just playing with his granddaughter at the park.
Yeah.
Sitting watching his granddaughter. And they're like...
But Mike knows.
Mike, right, I saw him. You could see it from the camera angle, the paper, like, in the wind. But, yeah, he wrote a note, stuck it under the bench.
And they're like, oh, he's done a drop.
Yeah, Gomez is like, it's a dead drop.
And
Okay. Could be hours. Let's go look.
Yeah. It's just a note that says, fuck you.
Mike's thinking. Yeah, he knew. I like the shots as well because we got it from their perspective, and then you get the shot from in front of him looking, and it like from the car it focuses on him, and you can kind of tell. I don't know his face. You can just kind of tell like he's like, you know, yeah. But Mike listens back on the laptop to Hank, who's been discussing about Mayo and all sorts, and just, imagine having to listen through all that nonsense. But it gets to the part where they're talking about he knows that they're following. Yeah, he's aware. But, Skylar and Marie are at Marie's.
Holly. I was thinking in this, I was like, she must miss being around kids.
Yes, which is the whole point.
Yeah.
She breaks down, basically. You can see her in tears. And
the kids have to be somewhere safe, and Marie's like, they are safe here.
Yeah.
She doesn't see much of Flynn, but his car keeps him busy.
Yeah, exactly. Holly's adorable. But, yeah, you can see it in Skylar's face. And then she breaks down. And
she's like, do you want me to take Holly? And she's like, no.
Yeah, you can tell she really misses them and does not want to be apart from them. But she's doing it for a good reason, and it's insane because she can't explain that reason to anyone.
Yeah,
especially
like,
Marie.
Marie's like, "What do you mean you're not safe? You're not what? You're not.
They're not safe." It's like, yeah, from who? It's like Walt and me. It's like, what? You're not good parents? You're bad parents? That's not true at all. You're far from that. She's like, so Marie's like, I know I got a big mouth, but you can tell me stuff.
Yeah, I don't want you to think that you couldn't tell me
like,
things.
I can't like.
It's the stuff. If I told you, you wouldn't talk to me anymore.
Yeah,
It's like,
don't know what
try
I
me.
do. Yeah, but. Marie basically reveals that she knows about the affair.
You can see Skylar's face.
Yeah. Who told you? She's like, yeah, well, I kind of got it out of him, but yeah. My God, like I said, completely changes the whole.
I like how Marie's like, yeah, I don't blame you. I've got about him a few times.
Seriously, but, you know,
it's like, God,
Ted's a handsome man. Yeah. So.
Cut to him in the hospital bed.
Yeah, falling apart. Yeah. So. Yeah. I feel so bad for Skylar, and I mean, again, she's kind of complicit in what he's done. She could have revealed what he was doing much earlier on, but again, she was trying to protect the kids in a way. I guess. So, yeah, we cut to tent where they're cooking, where they've cooked, and they're watching TV about ants or something, wasn't it? No, it was about caviar.
Caviar.
Yeah, not that mad, but changes
They're eating
over.
lunch, aren't they? So.
Yeah, they're like, let's get back to it. And then it changes the TV over
to the news. A missing 14-year-old boy.
Which
search is continuing.
Jesse, you can see it's really affecting him. Well, again, the acting from all of them is so good in this show. Like, just the details, like, it is tearing him apart. Like, it's not good. And then Walt is kind of like, believe me, I haven't been able to sleep. It's eating me too. You go home. Well, they're like, look, Walt kind of again is trying to justify it, like, we move on from here. We make sure nothing like this ever happens again. It's like, well, that's kind of the whole point of this business in the first place that you were doing. You were in control, and things like this weren't meant to happen. It was meant to be plain sailing. He even said that to Skylar, smooth sailing from here on out. Yeah. First thing that happens, child gets killed. It's insane. And Jesse's kind of like, I don't know.
He
not good.
decides to go home.
Well, Walt's like, look, you go home, I'll finish off. It's fine. It's like, sure. He's like, yeah.
Then he goes to get changed, and he comes down, and Walt's just whistling away. And he's a bit like...
Yeah, even Jesse's like looking at him like... yeah.
Then he gets the phone
Again, what do you think of the whole... Like I said, going from that scene of him killing Crazy Aunt being very apologetic and...
Yeah.
To this.
I liked Walt to begin with.
Yeah?
It's just...
Could you ever believe he'd hate him this much? I really despise him. Like, I've seen people try to justify...
It's even a bit later in this episode how he treats Jesse. That you're just
he's treated Jesse awful for a long time. Lied and manipulated him the whole time. I've seen people try to justify the way he does it. It's like, well, he's doing it for his family. It's like, bullshit. Like, he's just... he's too full of, like, himself.
Yeah.
His ego and pride of
It's even like Jesse said he only needed $700,000. And he's got that at this point, like...
Yeah.
He's definitely made that already.
Well, and he can make $5 million tomorrow. Like, saying
that, he's just doing it for his family, is like, but he's not anymore.
Yeah.
Like, the original was doing it for his family because he wanted to pay off the mortgage. That was for his family. At this point, he's just doing it for himself. And the greed and the...
Yeah, well, we kind of get that later on, don't we? Yeah, he reveals, like, it's kind of the only thing he's got. But we have a meeting...
Well, Jesse's phone rings and he's like, what now? I'm just about to leave. So, which might have been Mike, I guess.
I think it was, yes. Yeah. Because Walt goes to drop off the stuff at the Vanamos and Mike's already there. He's like, what are you doing here? He's like, well, come in here. We've got to talk. So they have a little meeting. Mike's like, I've been followed by the DEA.
Yeah,
I had to shake the tail 3 times. We had to park around the corner. You might want to do it as well. And then Walt just loses it.
Yeah, he's like, why haven't you told me this?
Why haven't you told me this? You didn't think it could concern me? And he's like, what if they followed you here? And Mike's like, no, that would be unwise to lead them to my illegal meth lab. Meth operation.
Head office.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. And I thought, like, I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
And he's like, Jesse, did you know? He's like, well, just told me.
Yeah, but he's like, however, after today, I'm out.
I'm out.
So, okay. Then you go
Which Walt is kind of accepting of. He's like, sad to see you go, but that's understandable.
Yeah.
Pass it all on for Jesse. I'll take care of distribution.
Yeah.
And Jesse?
It's like, well, the thing is, I'm also out.
Did you see this happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. I do not blame them one bit. Although, after the whole Gus thing, I think I would have been like, no, I'm done. Yeah. I don't need this anymore.
Yeah.
But
this is where we also learned that I think it takes Walt by surprise because they're like, we're selling our 2/3 of methamphetamine.
Yeah, you keep yours, do whatever you want with it. But you could sell Gus, get $5 million for it.
Yeah.
There you go. I got a guy.
And
then where Walt's like, what, you're just gonna let this guy like take part of my business or whatever? Tread on my...
he just goes in at Jesse really. It's like he doesn't care about
But Mike's like even says about the guy, he's like, he's not even here. He's like elsewhere.
Phoenix.
The country's big. Like, forget about it. But he's like the way he looks at Jesse. And,
so intimidating.
Like Jesse doesn't look at him because he is intimidating towards Jesse. He's basically
basically saying, why would you give it all up?
Yeah. Because he's always belittled Jesse.
Just selling out.
Well, he's belittled Jesse from the beginning. He's always made him feel smaller and worthless, and unless he needed him to do something, and then he manipulated him into He's awful towards him. It's just and like Mike said before, I kind of wish Jesse would see it, like but they're in the desert. They got a little gallon. Mike and Jesse. They got a little gallon bottle.
Jesse's really on edge, and he's like, "There's nobody there.
It's fine."
It's like, how do you know?
Chill
He's
out.
like, "If there was, I wouldn't be stood here."
Yeah, exactly. But car turns up. I really like this shot as well. There's a lot of cool shots in all this show, but it's like from above, and then as the guy gets out of the car, it kind of just falls down as they're talking. But Mike basically says...
Here's a gallon for free.
Yeah.
Take it
Test
back.
it. If you like it, we'll get the other 665 to you.
Yeah.
That, and then you'll pay 15,000, right? Or was it 12? I can't remember, but he said 15,000 per gallon. Or 12,000. I can't remember if the guy changed it or not.
Yeah.
But that's 9,975,000. But I prefer you round it up to 10 because then we can split it.
He's like, okay, so the blue stuff will be off the market.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
He won't be a problem for you, but the guy's like...
I knew he was like 665. Such a
666
random number.
Is a random number.
Unless it was 2/3
of an even 1,000.
Yeah.
So you got another party you've not told me about.
Yeah.
So, you know.
This is where...
He makes a new deal.
But this is the point where he says $1,000 a gallon. So
no, he says 15,000.
Oh, 15.
Yeah.
So what was it before?
It might have been the same, but he basically says he wants the whole 1,000.
Yeah.
And yeah, or nothing. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the deal. So yeah, we cut to the hat, I think, Heisenberg, and Wolf's just laying down, and then he gets a phone call from Jesse, and he's like, "Come meet me at my house." He's like, "Yeah, why not?" And Jesse turns up.
Yeah.
And they just chat away. And Jesse's basically trying to convince him. He's like, look, he won't do the deal without you.
He kind of said Mike was going to come around, and then I thought it'd be better coming from you.
He's like, we'll not do it without you, so we need you. Like, and Walt's like, no, I'm not going to sell out. But Jesse's like, look, I remember you did all mathematics and shit, and you wanted $737,000. You can get $5 million tomorrow. That's more than you ever needed. Like, why? What is the problem here?
This is where he tells Jesse about grey matter as well.
But even like he says something about I'm not just going to sell out for nothing, like have nothing to show for it, and then he's like, well, $5 million is not nothing.
Yeah.
Like, how are you not understanding this?
Is that, have you heard of a company called Grey Matter?
Like, no. But he basically tells the story.
Yeah, I co-founded it with some people
I even
at
named
college.
it. There was a thing that happened between the three of us. I won't get into details. What happened?
Didn't he? Was he with the girl and then the other guy?
I believe so. Yeah, because there was the whole. We've seen flashbacks of them, and then they even mentioned it.
She chose him over.
Remember that? Well, she seems to say that he just walked out on her. Do you remember? They had a little. It was after Gretchen turned up at the house to talk to Skylar and that, and she covered for him, and they met at the restaurant, and then she was like, "You walked out on me. You left me," and then Walt blames her and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, something.
But this is where he tells Jesse he sold out of the company at $5,000.
$5,000 he got a buyout for.
Was that, do you know how much that
Which was a
company's
lot of
worth
money
now?
at the time. Yeah. How much?
Is that
millions?
5 million?
He's like, well, he says millions.
Yeah.
He's like billions with a B.
Yeah.
2.16 billion dollars. I check it every week or whatever. Yeah, which you could tell this has been eating away at him for the whole show because, like, he's too prideful to take the money from them.
Yeah.
He didn't want to take the job from them, but, I mean, he may have if Skylar didn't tell him about the cancer. But then again, they may never have offered the job. So, he basically hates the guys, like, for what they've done.
This is where Walt says that it's not about the money. Like, he says, you asked if we were in this for the drugs or the money. And it's neither.
Yeah.
I'm in it to make an empire.
For the empire business. That's what I'm in it for.
And then Skylar walks in.
Yeah, what I wanted to say though, like, he's definitely not... It doesn't feel like that. It just feels like it's his pride and ego, like, taking over, and he wants to prove everyone...
He can't create an empire.
Yeah, I think he has the...
Not successfully.
He has the potential in a way, but he's just so out of control. And, yeah. He's not as, I don't know, like compared to Gus, he's just out of control. Skylar turns up, and
Jesse kind of jumps up like, oh no, it's fine.
Walt kind of invites him to dinner, right? And then they have the most awkward dinner ever. It was horrible, and I hated every second of it.
Do you think Skylar realises that it was Jesse that put a gun to Walt's head?
Possibly. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
But yeah, it's just a very awkward dinner of Jesse trying to do small talk.
Jesse's trying to small talk.
About green beans.
Skylar's just downing wine.
Yeah.
Walt's not saying a word.
And he's like, so how's the business? Walt says that you're doing really well.
Yeah, well-oiled machine and everything.
It's like, what else does Walt say about me? He's like,
we don't talk about personal stuff much. It's like, did he tell you about the affair? It's like,
I just like how he just grabbed his drink and he's just like, almost like gulping the drink.
And he's like looking around while he's there. It's such a good, I think that's a gif that's been like, that goes around, or a clip, because it's so good. Like the way he's gulping it, like looking, it's so good. And then I like how Walt's like, well, she walks off. She's like, can I be excused? Yeah. But Walt's like, my kids aren't home or whatever.
He's like, good.
He's like, yeah, he's like, good, thank God.
He's like, no, she's removed.
She's taken them away.
They're at the in-laws.
And the other day she told me she hopes my cancer comes back and I die. She's waiting for me to die. So the only thing I have is this business, and you're trying to take it away from me. So, yeah. Okay, in a way, a small way, I can see it from Walt's perspective. He set this business up with
He's created this situation.
I guess, but he set the business up with the three of them in the hopes, and they robbed the train in the hopes to do more cooking in the future. The problem is the huge spanner in the works was killing a kid.
Yeah.
And it's just gone off the rails, and they're like, yeah, this is too much. So I completely get it from their sense, and in a way from Walter's, but. Like, they say, like 5 million is more than anything. That's just, why not?
Yeah.
Just look at it as we've robbed methylamine and we're selling it on, rather than the continued risk of, you know, doing it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so... So Mike, Walt rushes to Vanamos to try and take... To Vanamos.
To Vanamos, the methylamine.
Doesn't Vanamos mean like vanish, right?
Probably.
Does it in Spanish? Maybe I'm making that up. To get rid of the methylamine.
As he's in there trying to sort Mike's there.
I knew you'd try something stupid.
Yeah.
Come in the office. He's like, no. He's like, it's not a request. He's got a gun.
The deal is going down tomorrow.
We're gonna wait here. So a nice speed up to tomorrow, and he's like, listen, Walt, I got something to take care of, but I don't trust you, so I'm gonna have to tie you up.
Yeah.
So
he cable ties him to a radiator.
Mike says sorry. I don't think he should have, but there you go. But he goes off, and this is where Saul and Mike... Yeah. Well, Mike is with the DA.
He's got a meeting with the DA.
And Saul is basically telling them, stop stalking my client.
Yes, we put a restraining order
They're basically like, theoretically, we wouldn't need warrants for like watching him. Yeah. They're perfectly legal because it's public areas. He's like, yeah, but I count it as stalking, and I'm going to get a restraining order on the DEA. I like how Hank tries to insult his suit and whatnot. Yeah. And he's like, well, you know who likes this suit? Judge whoever. Yeah. she thinks I'm sharp. I love... Gus is so great.
And she also is against police harassment.
Against senior citizens. Sorry. His face is so good. That's basically it. They walk out, and then they listen in, and they're like, well, I guess we'll stop for now, but it's not going to hold up. So. No. And that's what Saul says. He's like, well... Mike's like, it worked. And Saul's like, for now. Like,
he's like, how long do you think I've got? 24 hours.
Yeah.
He's like, that's
you better get done what you need getting done. Pull that ripcord and get out of there.
Then we see Walt.
I don't know if this happened first or not, but he's tied up with cable ties and he tries to look around for things.
The door opens behind, he's looking around.
But he sees the coffee mug. What is it?
Percolator.
Yeah, okay. That and he's trying to get it to get the glass, I guess.
Yeah.
But he ends up rolling away.
But then he sees the cable.
So he grabs the cable and he's like, oh, the tie. I get what you mean, but I don't think it would work with
shoelaces.
I don't think it would work with a cable tie. Don't tie it with it.
No, it would. It does. You can like use shoelaces to undo cable ties. I've seen it on videos.
I think if it was possible though, Walt's a smart enough person to be like, I'd do that instead of burning myself.
Yeah, but it's one of those videos that goes around like if you was to get kidnapped.
Yes.
Like self-defense. Is it self-defense?
I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, he ends up biting open the cable and cuts his mouth.
Yeah, and then he uses it as a bit like a soldering iron he creates, isn't it?
Burns it. The cable tie off. Runs it under the water. And then we cut to, Mike coming back, opening up the thing.
Yeah.
And then he realises it's all gone. That's it, right?
I was surprised Jesse was in the back room.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
He went charging him with a gun.
Yeah.
And then Walt's there. And he just puts the gun to his
head. I'm going to count to 3.
Tell me where it is.
Just listen to him. Like, he's got something at work. It's like, well, is that right, Waller? It's like, I love his face. Mike is so pissed off.
Yeah.
It just would have been so solved if he shot him in that desert the first time he rushed to get to him. But, yeah. Insane. You're a ticking time bomb, and I don't want to be around for the boom.
No.
But Walt says this way everyone wins.
Yeah.
And that's it, the episode. Good episode, really liked it. It's heating up even more. I don't know how it could, but literally on the wrist, heating up.
This episode, though, it kind of made me think more to the, obviously, the original scene we got. Of Walt with the guns and Kath when he's 52.
Yeah. What's it making you think about?
Well, because obviously at the time he's on his own, that you're like, what has happened? But after watching this episode and seeing that Jesse and Mike are ready to walk, I can see it that they walk. Do you know what I mean? It kind of opens up the option that Walt ends up on his own.
Yeah.
Like, I can kind of see that a bit more.
Where do you think it'll go next time? What's his plan? What will he do?
Something probably really fucking stupid, but isn't going to work. Let's be honest.
Well, we'll have to see. Yeah, we'll be back in a week's time. Very excited.
Also, they've got to let down these people that they've struck up a deal with. That's probably not going to go down very well, because once you made a deal with these sort of drug...
I guess the deal isn't completely done. He's saying this is the...
Yeah, but they've also now given them a taste of the
methamphetamine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's still a
They're
case
going to want more.
Yeah, well, the guy's like... The guy, like... I don't know. I get what you're saying, but in a way, like... He could probably expect him one way, like the third that he wasn't getting. That probably means the guy wants to continue on.
Yeah.
So them trying to convince him might be hard to tell. So it's just going to cause maybe a rift still between them all. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, we'll be back in a week's time for episode 7. We're getting close to the halfway mark. But in 2 days' time, for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where we're continuing season 10. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. What do you want to see next time? More Saul. We didn't get much. Yeah. More Saul good. I want to know what the hell's going on. And if they'll all get out or what.
Yeah.
Who knows? But thank you again, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.